Greetings and welcome to another edition of the Jacksonville Buzz. I am your host, Adrienne Houghton. I'm delighted to welcome into the studio today Jesse Stakes, who is client advisor for Seaside Bank.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Jesse.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you for turning up with matching shirt and tie to my hair.
I thought we planned it that way.
I'm so glad you got the memo. So tell me a little bit about Seaside Bank.
So Seaside Bank is a private wealth and commercial bank. We have a very limited physical presence here in town, but we cater towards people who are looking for a more personal touch to their banking.
I mean, nowadays, banking seems to me to be all online, mostly with a mobile app, something like that. What makes Seaside so special? Is it because you have that personal touch?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. Banking has become more and more digitized. As that has happened, larger banks have gone more to call centers, and they try to figure out how to cut their costs as well, because the more digital you go, that costs money. You think about how, if you want a world-class application, I don't know that you can have world-class customer service. And so we've kind of focused on the other side of that. We have a very good online presence, but our focus is on making sure that we give a personal touch to our clients, to make sure that when you guys when you call our bank, you're getting a human being. You're not getting a call center where you don't know who you're going to speak to. You're going to get the same people every time you call. You got my cell phone number rather than having an 800 number.
Right. And do you have branches all over?
We are located in the Southeast. So we're throughout the Southeastern United States. Seaside Bank and Trust is actually a subsidiary of United Community Bank. So when you're in Florida, you see Seaside Bank and Trust. When you're outside of Florida, everything else looks like United Community Bank.
Oh, so it's all linked.
Correct.
And do you specialize really with just personal banking or business banking?
I've been focused on commercial banking most of my career. So most of the time I'm handling businesses and their transactions or their loan requests. We do handle private banking as well, though. So if we have a business that is banking with us and we have a business owner that has investments and they're looking for a private bank, then we're a solution for everything that they need.
I mean, that's what everyone really wants to hear. I think nowadays there's so much that is being overlooked for personal touch. And I think we want to get back to that. And you're offering that, is what you're saying.
We are. And I think that you kind of fall into several different camps sometimes. And I think some people are looking for convenience. They're looking for just to be able to go on their phone, sign on, take care of their small transactions that they have. But as you grow as a business or as your needs grow as an individual, a lot of the times you need advice. You need someone who's actually making sure that those transactions are shepherded for you from point A to point B. Or that, if you need an international wire done, that you want to make sure that it's taken care of, not just sign in online and hope that it gets done because you think you did it right. So we make sure that we have professionals that have been in the industry for, I think the average professional in our office has over 15 years, and in some cases over 30 years of banking experience. So we want to make sure that people are taken care of and taken care of correctly. We don't want to be fixing problems on the backside. We want to handle it on the front side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell me, what's a day in the life of Jesse Stakes look like?
Well, I'm a banker, so I get up at 10 o'clock. No, I'm kidding. Really, it's one of those things to where we're always looking for new clients. So a big part of my day is in meeting business owners that are new to our bank and introducing our bank to them, making sure that I'm taking care of our current clients and making sure that what they need or their requests are handled. And then also making sure that if we have new loan requests that are coming in, that we're making sure that we're analyzing all of someone's personal financial data and making sure that we're making good decisions that help that client and also help our bank grow.
I mean, there's so much, and it's never the same. I mean, each day is different depending on who you're working with and what's happening. Have you ever had any challenges that you felt, wow, this is really pushing my abilities to the limit here? Sure.
I think every day that happens, in all honesty, because to your point, everything is different. So, one day I might be dealing with someone who has a surgical practice on the medical side. And then the next day we might be dealing with someone who is a professional plumber or electrician or contractor. So it's one of those things to where I get to learn a little about a lot of things. And how How much need is there for commercial plumbing? Well, right now there's a whole lot. Right now we have a tremendous amount of new construction. And so somebody who's in trades, they have a huge demand for financial services that they didn't have 5 years ago. And then vice versa. There are some times when industries cool off and our industries are, budding. And so I have the opportunity to be introduced to a lot of things. So I feel like I'm constantly learning. I feel like I have the opportunity to have, kind of that student hat on all the time.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Fabulous. So if somebody wants to find out more about you and your bank, how do they find you?
So they can find me at seasidebankandtrust.com or seasidebank.com, excuse me. And then you can also find me at jessesteaks.com. I have my own personal website set up to where people can connect with me there. They can ask questions. They can link to our professional website of the banks, or if they want to reach out, shoot me an email. If they just have a personal question about their banking or their company's banking, I'm happy to answer it.
Thank you for coming in and explaining a little bit more about Seaside Bank.
It's my pleasure.
And don't forget, if you'd like to know any more information, you can always find it on iwantabuzz.com.